Welcome to chair yoga. Grab yourself a nice sturdy chair and keep some water nearby. You might want to put a pillow against the back of your chair if it's a curved shape like this, just to help keep you upright when you're relaxing back. But let's go ahead and have a seat and get our bodies all the way against the back of the chair. Gonna let your arms hang down beside you and let your feet rest out in front of you. Right? I just want you to think about really letting your chest open here, letting your shoulders sink back into that chair. And then also think about letting your lower back sink into the chair. And just let the gravity pull at your fingertips here. Good. Now, think about your alignment. Stacking your ears right over the top of your shoulders. Keeping your chin lifted a little bit. In this relaxed yet tall posture. Good. Now, if you're comfortable with your eyes closed, go ahead and dim your lids. And start to clear the chatter out of your brain. We're just going to take a moment here to scan our bodies for tension and to connect with our breathing. So when you're ready, start by smoothing out your forehead. Just thinking about smoothing out those worry lines and letting it soften all the way down behind your eyes. Good. Keep letting it soften all the way down into your jaw. Maybe even drop that jaw, wiggle it around a little bit to loosen it up. Good. Just let your face soften. The tension release. Think about letting your throat unravel. Right down through your chest and back into your shoulders. And let your belly soften right from the center. Right from behind your belly button and out in all directions. Up around your lungs, through your heart center, all the way down into your pelvic floor, into your hips, and out through your lower back. So sink a little deeper against that chair. Good. Now when you're ready, bring all of your focus and your attention to the movement of your breathing. Feeling how it warms in through your nose and trickles down through your throat. Let it fill way down into the center of your body so you feel your abdomen expand outward as you breathe in deeply. Be sure to release out all of that used up air. As you exhale, you feel your abdominal muscles contract and draw inward towards center, pushing that breath out of your body. So just take a moment here to find a nice balanced breathing rhythm. Make sure it's slow and steady and full and deep. Working down into the very bottom lobes of your lungs and all the way back out again. Good. Take one more deep breath in and out. And then after you finish that next exhale, you go ahead and open your eyes, wiggle your fingers, and wiggle your toes. Good. Let's start to build some movement in here. Go ahead and spread your fingers out. Show me the palms of your hands. Good. Now just find a focal point out in front of you. Take a deep breath in and reach your arms up the sides. Reach to the top of the wall on either side. And then exhale. Let your arms float down on that breath. Good. Do it again. Inhale. And exhale. We're going to change it this time. So inhale and press those arms up. This time as you exhale, pull your back away from the chair. Good. So you've got your arms reaching out to a V here, and go ahead and anchor in through your lower abdominals. Just a gentle bracing. Take another deep breath in, lengthen out. And as you exhale, sink your body back into the chair and sink your arms down the side. Good. You ready? Inhale, deep breath in. Lift up. Exhale, sink back. Again, inhale, lift up. Good, inhale, lift up. This time we're holding it up here. As you exhale, bring your hands right down to your heart center and take a nice deep cleansing breath. Good, you ready? Sit tall and reach your arms up high, and now just bring them down to shoulder level. Good, so lower abdominals are braced in gently, shoulders are relaxed, palms are on top. Now roll from the shoulders, turn your thumbs to the bottom, and then flip your palms on top. And one more like that, thumbs on the bottom, and palms on top. Let's loosen those shoulders a little bit. Bring your fingertips in, dip your elbows down, pick a direction, and turn it. So checking your range of motion here through your shoulders, right? We're just loosening up, warming up a little bit. These circles don't have to be big. And then when you're ready, reverse it. Right, so just stretching through the upper body here a little bit, loosening up the chest and the upper back. Getting that circulation flowing to the upper body. Good, elbows to shoulder level and arms out. Now put your thumbs on the bottom. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Lift your chin. Look for the top of the wall out in front of you. Deep breath in. And as you exhale, swing your arms around and just lean onto your knees. Now, a little bit more breath exercise. Take a couple of deep breaths here, and as you inhale, fill up the back of your body. Good. So think about letting your rib cage lift and separate away from your spine as you inhale deeply. And release out all that used up air. You ready? One more deep breath in. And then exhale to prep yourself up on your knees. Beautiful. So push against the back of your chair and slide your hips forward all the way to the front of your chair so your legs are free. Get your feet touching together in the center and bring your knees as close as you can. So if squeezing your thighs together bothers your hips or your low back, this is a good place to have a pillow or a ball or a blanket, towel rolled up between your knees so you can fire up your inner thighs but not squeeze too deeply towards center. So everybody reach your fingertips out towards your kneecaps here and relax your shoulders down because we've got our inner thighs activated and our lower abdominals, right? Put your chin on a little shelf here. Keep your gaze forward, and when you're ready, tilt your body back a little bit. Tilt it back to the point where you feel like your feet want to pull away from the floor and stop there. And then come up tall, sliding your fingertips back towards your kneecaps. Let's do a few more like that. Inhaling to slide back. Again, inhaling back. And one more. Remember, you can exhale out through your nose or your mouth, whichever feels better or safer for you. Good. Now we're going to tilt it back and hold it there. So just to the point where your feet want to pull away from the floor, squeeze your knees together towards center. This time lift up your heels. Good. And then lift up your hands right in front of your chest. Good. Gazing forward, taking a deep breath in here. And then exhaling to drop your heels. And once again, lean on your knees. You want to feel like a nice little stretch for your back. So we're warming up our bodies a little bit at a time. That brought some circulation into our core, right into our abdominals and our back. Let's go ahead and walk our feet out, toes and heels. Get into a straddle stance, right? So a wide stance here, toes, knees turned out to 10 and 2. We're going to work on a little bit of upper body mobility here. So when you're ready, lean both arms onto your left leg. Try to keep that right hip anchored down. Take that arm to the side. Good, now look at your hand. When you're ready, take a deep breath in, reach your hand back behind you, turning through your rib cage and your shoulders. Then exhale your head to center and sweep your arm across to touch the opposite shoulder. Good, do it again. Inhale, look for your hand as you reach it back. Good, this time if you want, you can look to the left side over that shoulder as you touch it. Let's do 2 more like that. Inhaling to reach back. Exhaling across. And 1 more deep breath in. And exhale to grab that shoulder. Beautiful. Try walking those fingertips a little further back and keep your elbow down low, below chin level. Good. Now sweep that arm to the side and then reach it up toward the ceiling. Good. Reach with those fingertips as high as you can. And then exhale to fold back into that straddle position. Good, take a nice deep breath here and get ready to move through the other side. Gotta lean on that right knee. Keeping that left hip anchored down against the chair. And here comes the left arm off to the side. Good, now look at that hand, and when you're ready, deep breath in, rotating through the rib cage, shoulders and head, and then exhaling back to center and reaching for the opposite shoulder. Good, you ready? Deep breath in back. And exhale across, maybe looking over that shoulder, maybe not. Let's do 2 more like that. Inhale. One more. Good, grab that shoulder and walk those fingertips a little further back, keeping that elbow down low. Good, reach that left arm out and then up toward the ceiling. Reach it as high as you can. Deep breath in. And exhale to fold forward. Excellent. So let's do some spine stretching here. All right, cobra stretch and cat stretch. Cobra stretch is a nice long extension through your spine. So start by pulling your belly button in and getting your elbows out towards your knees. Now roll your shoulders back and lift your chin, look forward. Okay, deep breath in. Taking it to the cat stretch is tucking your chin and rounding your spine right there between your shoulder blades. Good, let's do it again. Flatten it out, roll your shoulders back, lift your chin, look forward, deep breath in, cobra stretch. Exhale, tuck your chin, round your back, cat stretch. One more. Good, hold the cat stretch for a deep breath in. And then exhale to prop yourself up tall. Nice. All right, walk those feet in, toes and heels. And sit yourself up tall. All right, reconnect with your lower belly. Reconnect with your tall posture, ears stacked over the top of your shoulders, and just roll to the toe on your right foot. Good, now you've got an option to keep this foot low, skimming your toes across the floor, or giving it a little lift, depending on your hip and your low back. I'm gonna give it the lift here. So take this hand and bring it up. Good, now just use that hand to carry your leg to the side, and then to carry it back to center. And again, here's the low option, carrying it to the side and to center with the toes skimming the floor. Good, let's do 4 more of those. To the side and to the center. So we'll do a set of 6. Working through our hip, firing up the muscles in our lower belly and in our lower back. And 1 more. Good, now we're gonna put 2 hands behind that leg, or a strap or a towel, and just turn your foot and your ankle. Both directions. Good, now point your toes down toward the floor, and then pull your toes up toward the ceiling, and when you're ready, straighten your leg, push it out in front of you, and bend your knee. Good, do it again. Pull your toes back, push through your heel, and bend. 1 more like that, straightening and bending. Beautiful, now straighten it out there and hold it out there. Deep breath in, and exhale your heel to the floor, and sit yourself up tall. Good, reach that right arm up high. Draw your lower belly in, take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, fold forward to touch that extended leg. And then reach it back up. Good, just leaning onto that left leg here. Exhaling, reaching down for the leg, keeping the foot flat, the leg long. 1 more like that, up and down, and this time hold it at the bottom. Good, just feel the gentle stretch through the back of your leg here. We're still warming up. It doesn't have to be anything deep. Just find your point of resistance. And then come back up. Step that foot, and let's do the whole thing on the other side. It might feel different on this side, right? You may have been able to lift and carry on one side, but you need to keep this one a little bit lower. Listen to your body. These exercises are just always meant to bring us a little closer to balance, even if we do have those imbalances from side to side. Left leg. Keep it low or lift it. And a set of 6. So inhaling to the side and exhaling to the center. Good. Try to keep your hips square in the middle here. If you find your body turning back and forth on the chair, square yourself a little bit and just work through that hip socket, even if it means you're going to shorten your range of motion, that leg isn't going to carry quite as far. 2 more. And 1 more. Good. Now, both hands behind the leg and turn it. So yes, a dish towel or a yoga strap or a tie, anything like that would work behind the leg here. Toes toward the floor and toes toward the ceiling. Good. Straighten that leg and bend it. A couple more like that. Doesn't have to go all the way straight, just lengthening it out in front of you. Awaken that leg up a little bit. Good, push it out there and hold it out there. And sink your heel to the floor. Good, sit yourself up tall, anchor that hand down and reach this left arm up. Deep breath in, reach high. Exhale, make a big arc out in front of you and reach down for that leg. Good, do it again, inhale it up. And exhaling, out, down. One more, deep breath in. Exhale your hand to your leg and hold here. Good, keep that leg long, keep that foot flattened out, and just take a couple of deep breaths here, just to meet the point of resistance up the back of your leg. And then bring it up tall. Good, and step it together. Nicely done. All right, so we're going to start to come to standing, but we're going to do a little lift first. We're going to fire up more muscle in our lower body here by lifting our hips away from the chair. Now remember, if you've got a knee issue, back or hip issue, you might be better off pressing your fists into the chair behind you here, using your upper body to help yourself with a little bit of a lift, right? Make sure that chair is steady on the floor and it's not going to slide. You could skip this part if you wanted to. All right, so again, using your hands to assist if you need to, or bringing your hands around to the front of your legs here. Now everybody draw that lower belly in. Good, get your feet ready, get comfortable on your chair. Take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, lift your hips just a little bit. Shift your body weight and hover. Good, now as you inhale, sit your hips down gently. 5 more. Good, remember to hold your head still. 3 more. Inhaling as you sit gently. Exhaling as you exert to lift. 1 more like this. Good, now you can take a break and rest at the bottom, or you can hover a little longer. You ready? Lift and hold. Beautiful, take a deep breath in. Exhale, press yourself all the way up. Walk your hands up your legs. Everybody on your feet, come on up and shake those legs out a little bit. Good, take a deep breath in, reach up high. And exhale your hands to your heart center. And take a nice cleansing breath. Good, inhale, reach up high. Exhale, float your arms down the sides, soften your knees. And take a little Tai Chi twist here. Right, knees are soft, hips are moving. Just let your arms swing. We're going to move into some standing exercises. Work on some balance today. And center. Good, so remember, balance doesn't always have to be standing on 1 foot. Sometimes it's 2 feet on the floor, moving your body through space. And that definitely lends itself more to mobility and the things you do in your daily life. Let's take a quick break here for a drink of water. All right, so we'll stop a few times to hydrate. Make sure you've got some water near you. And I'm going to shift my chair around a little bit here. You shift your chair around as needed. Right. So, coming up alongside this chair on the right side. Okay, taking that left foot forward. So when you're working around the chair here for balance, you want to make sure that it's always out in front of you a little bit where you can see it and hold on to it. Okay, keeping those feet about shoulder width apart, comfortable distance. And I'm just going to set my hand on my hip. You could rest it back here at your lower back if you wanted to, but just giving ourselves something to do with this hand and keeping our shoulders rolled back. Good, now that low belly is firmed in, so pull your back heel up behind you and then press it down. Good, do it again, pull it up and press it down. 1 more, lift it and press it. Good, now lift it and hold it. So we're going to take it into some lunging here. And remember, if lunging isn't available to you because of your knees, you can just keep pulling that hip up and down. So I'm going to give a side view here so you can see what's happening with that back foot and leg. So the heel is lifted, and it's going to stay lifted. You're planting the ball of your foot and your toes firmly. And bending your knees. Good, so bend both knees, just take it down a little bit. Make sure those knees are tracking straight forward. You've got a nice tall posture. You ready? Straighten your legs and bend your knees. Good, a couple more like that. Straight up and down. Top of the head, reaching toward the ceiling. We're going to add on. Are you ready? Bend your knees and hold it there. If you want to, you can stay with pushing the heel up and down. You can stay with the straight lunge, or you can take that back leg and toe touch it. You ready? Stepping up and stepping back. Good, landing on the ball of that foot, pushing off the ball of that foot. Up and back. Two more like that. Up. Good. And hold that lunge. Good, set it up, heel floating. Low belly firmed in, shoulders relaxed back. So you've got a fourth option here, which is going to be a knee lift out in front of you. You ready? Knee up and back. Three more like that. Choose any one of those options that we've already covered. You don't have to do the knee lift. You can do the toe touch, the straight lunge, or just pressing the heel up and down. Good. Hit that lunge and hold. Or you can plant your back foot and straighten your legs. All right, you ready? Gaze forward. There goes the right arm. Here comes the left arm for this tall standing crescent. Feel yourself balancing with 2 feet on the floor. Good, really anchor in through your lower abdominal muscles. Relax your shoulders, deep breath in. Exhale, straighten your legs, bring those arms down. Good, you ready? Push off your back foot for a toe touch. Now you can keep the toe on the floor here, or you can lift the knee out in front of you. So try your balance here first, holding on, toe on the floor and knee lifted. You ready? Reach. Deep breath in. Good, everybody step that right leg back. Drop those arms. And then just press your right arm up. Let's take a side stretch here, reaching out toward that chair, keeping that tailbone tucked a little bit. Good, then reaching that arm to the side and across to the seat of your chair, really pressing that back heel down. And come on up. Good, step it back. And let's do the whole thing on the other side. So bring yourself around. And this time it's right foot forward and left foot back. Might feel different on this side. That's okay. You do what you need to do. The work to bring your body to balance, right? It's not going to happen all at once. Take the time, do this practice regularly, and you'll start to see those results. So holding on, hand on hip or resting at your lower back, low belly firmed and shoulders back. Good. Pull your heel up and press it down. So working on that back foot here, just lifting the heel and lowering it. Do one more like that, up and down. Good, and then lift your heel and hold it up there. All right, you ready? Bend those knees. Try it out just a little bit. Make sure you get those knees tracking straight forward. They're going to want to knock in a little bit, but you keep them pulled out, track in line with your toes. Good, here we go, straighten. And bend. Tailbone pointing to the floor. Chin up. And find a focal point. Good. Hold it at the bottom. Are you ready to add the toe touch? Here we go. Step. And lunge. Good. Again, step. And lunge. And up. And back. All right. So, again, landing on the ball of that foot. Right, keeping the heel lifted. Fourth option is the knee lift out in front of you. Deep breath in. And step. Good. So choose any one of those 4 options. You can change it in the middle if you want to. Let's do 2 more like that. Knee up or toe touch or just a straight lunge. Good. You ready? Hold the lunge. Both knees are bent. Core muscles strong. Focal point. There goes the left arm. Shoulders are soft here. Find the power in your legs. Clear the chatter out of your brain. Hold. Deep breath in. Exhale, release. Ready? Toe touch. Or knee lift. Tighten up that standing leg. One arm, soft shoulders, and maybe the other arm. Deep breath in. Exhale those arms down and step that foot back. Good, keep those legs straight. And just reach your left arm up over your head. Take that side stretch. Reach that arm out and down to the seat of your chair. And then come up tall. Beautiful job, step it back. All right, so come on around behind your chair. We're gonna do a little bit more balance work here, but this time we're gonna be moving our bodies from side to side, okay? So it's important to make sure that we move our bodies on all planes of motion, because that's functional exercise, right? We don't always just go front to back. We do move side to side. We turn and shift our body weight. I'm gonna come in front of the chair though. Okay, so you can see what's happening with legs. You stay behind there if you feel like you might need that to hold on to while you're working on your balance. So we're gonna start with our feet a little further apart than shoulders and our legs turned out. Okay, kind of a 10 and 2 here. Those are the directions that we're traveling from side to side. And let's just bring the hands right here to rest at the heart center. We're gonna start by bending our knees and straightening our legs. So just do a couple of those. Firing up those legs now in that external rotation. Good, now bend your knees and hold it at the bottom. And we're gonna start to shift our body weight. So let's go to the left side first. Shifting the body weight and then straightening the legs, lift up your right heel. And to center. Good, now shift to the right side. So let's do one more on each side. Give you a chance here to adjust your stance if you feel like you need to narrow or widen it. Good, here we go. Transfer your body weight to your left leg. Hold it there for me. And reach your arms up to a V. Top of the wall on either side. Good, drop your heel, bend your knees, hands to center. Other side. Good, let's flow through this. Are you ready? Exhaling down in the center. Inhale. If you want, lift up that right foot here. And then the left foot. Good, choose your option. Let's do 3 more on each side. 4. Keep your toes down if you want to. 3. 2. And 1 more. Whew. Good, ground in the center for a second here. Deep breath. Transfer your body weight to your left leg, arms up, toes on the floor. Hold. So static balance. Draw your shoulder blades together, pull your low belly in. Can you lift that leg and tip into it a little bit? Hold. Good. Come back to center. Try it on the other side. Start with your toes on the floor. Locking it into position here, bringing all those muscle groups in. Hold. And step it down. Beautiful. Straighten those legs and push your heels out, toes forward. So go ahead and grab onto the back of your chair. Bend your knees a little bit and start to walk your feet back. Okay? It's gonna look like this. Nice long spine. Head and shoulders above heart level. Knees bent a little bit, drawing your hips back away from your hands. Good, draw your belly button. Take a nice deep breath in here. Exhale, tuck your tailbone, tuck your chin, round your back. And then lift your head, roll your body up, and walk it forward. Good. Now,